Was being a musician just always what you were going to do, or was there ever an alternative path?
That's a great question. I didn't feel like I had a choice. And at some point when I was young in my life, I had a big like existential crisis. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I want to do? Because I don't know, I love psychology, pedagogy, writing. I used to write a lot.
Yeah.
What really made me decide that's what I wanted to do was when I went to Cuba. And that's when I'm 15 years old only until I turn 18. And there is what I really am on my own and making connections on my own. So that's when I realized that music was a really beautiful place for me to grow, connect, and express myself. So after I came back from Cuba, 18 years old, I didn't go back to my mom and my dad. I already started living by myself, teaching. I still work with them. I started playing my own music as well. So I would say when I was 18 years old, that was a decision that I made very consciously. But when I was 12, 13, I was a little bit like, okay, that's what I'm doing and I have talent for that, but do I have talent for anything else? So I had this little moment when I was very, very young. But yeah, definitely after I came back from Cuba, that was a decision made. Totally.
What led you to Cuba?
That's funny. I came to Seattle when I was 12 with my mom and my dad to rehearse for a theater play that we were going to perform at the Olympic Games, what they call the Cultural Olympics. And I loved it so much here. And I had someone that said, if you want to stay, you can stay here. You'll go to Roosevelt. They even took me to Roosevelt one day, high school. I was begging to my mom and my dad, I want to go to Seattle. I want to live in Seattle. It looks so cool. And they were like, it's a little bit far away. It's super far away. We don't speak the language. But look, your brother just went to Cuba last September. Why don't you go and visit and see if you like it? Because at least you would have somebody there and they speak the same language and we have a couple of friends you could stay with. And that was the change of path. But as you can see, I'm very stubborn. So I did to Cuba because my brother was there. I liked it when I went for a week. I was like, wow, this is music everywhere. People are really nice. I can dance every night. So it worked for me. And I studied piano there, classical piano. But the idea of Seattle never abandoned me. I mean, I was always thinking one day I'll live in Seattle. So in a way, I did both.